Southern Cameroon crisis. We have seen along the years how Cameroon is grappling with deepening humanitarian and political crisis, exacerbated by Paul Biya himself, his authoritarian governance, and how he has mishandled the Southern Cameroon conflict that started since 2017. So, but what has Paul Biya understood of this crisis? We still know that he doesn't know what is going on. His age, his frailty, and the government, the ministers are just pushing him to stand in for re-election. But think of it, not only the people of Southern Cameroon know about this demise, this unfortunate issue, but the people of other countries are talking about Paul Biya and how his dictatorship has ruined not only Cameroon as a whole, but the Southern Cameroon, the conflict that he started. Okay, I want you to take a listen to this, then we'll come back.
Passager là, c'est dangereux. Quand la moto passe mal avec toi.
Les premières intempéries mettent la résilience des populations de Titak à rude épreuve. Et le cauchemar ne fait que commencer.
My people, let us pray. Actually, if you are Cameroonian, please move forward, move to the front, because you need this prayer more than the rest of us. Ben, in fact, forget about prayer. We've been doing that for decades. Cameroonians, what exactly is the color of your problem? Benny, number one, I know that not all of you, but I cannot believe some of you are still in support of your 92-year-old president running again. The devil is a liar. Tofia, back to the sender. Number two, 42 years did not teach you anything. What is all these opposition parties that you keep forming, they keep running? Why can't you guys come together and present one front, one face, so you can face... Why am I even getting ahead of myself? Ladies and gentlemen, we heard that the 92-year-old president of Cameroon wants to run again in the next presidential election. What? How is that even possible? No, it cannot be. The man is 92. He's been in power for 42 years. How is that not enough? If you are 42 years old, the year you were born was the year that this man became president. The devil is a liar. That means all the Cameroonians below the age of 42 have never known any other president. And look at where Cameroon is after 42 years. But what is now paining me in my heart, inside my Soroko soul, is seeing some Cameroon.
You see, it is laughable that foreign media are the ones reporting about all this 2025 ambition. Okay, the crisis that has been rooted deep in the fraudulent federation, they don't want to resolve it because he knows this, the honest truth about it. Okay. And he forgot to know that the people of Southern Cameroon are determined to take back their land, irrespective of what happens in La Republic. Okay, because when you see Paul Biya's rule, he's the longest serving president in the world. Okay. Since 1982 that he has been ruling. So his leadership is one of the worst in the world. Okay. Where he preferred to bribe people, to corrupt officials, to silence officials through corruption. He will pay anything, any official around the world to stay quiet. That is his modus operandi. That's why in the Southern Cameroon crisis, his military is still occupying Southern Cameroon as we speak. The war is ongoing, but he wants to run for re-election. Paris is saying nothing. France is saying nothing. No countries are saying anything. They instead want to go and fight, talk much about Ibrahim Traoré, a young and vibrant leader who is trying to come up. That is the problem. We have these old 95-year-old people still in power. No strength, nothing. The world doesn't seem to see anything bad about those kind of people who are all. It's so I don't understand what people are really thinking about this. But most activists around the world are talking about it. Take a listen to this report.
Cameroon is a French and English-speaking country in Central Africa with a population of more than 27 million people. A country of great natural beauty. If you've been to Cameroon, you can testify. It is a country of great natural beauty. They even nicknamed Cameroon as the African miniature because of its geographical variety. But there's a problem. There's a massive problem. There's a massive clash or conflict between the government forces and the separatists from the English-speaking minority. The root cause of this problem stretched back to the time of independence in Cameroon in 1961 and the formation of a single Cameroonian state in 1972 by the former British and the French colonial masters. They always add their signature somewhere, don't they? The English-speaking minority had felt unhappy at the brutality of the central government. This includes the brutal response by security forces to the Anglophone independent movement, burning of houses and torturing people, unlawful arrest, and extrajudicial killing of people. This is the war that had been largely unseen by the outside world. Everybody seemed to have forgotten about Cameroon. A very West African country, by the way. It shares borders with Nigeria.
Yeah, you see, people from other countries even know better than us. They can tell you what Biya is, what his ambition is. They can tell you a lot because they know everything that is happening. The country is still going through economic crisis, but they are more focused on re-election. Okay, they are focused on re-election.
Le Cameroun, vive son excellence Paul Biya.
Corrupt African leaders are shaking in their boots, and honestly it's kind of satisfying to watch because they felt invincible for so long and treated us like we're not worth their time. We're not worth investing in, employing, and making time to actually develop our continent instead of stealing our money and taking it and investing it somewhere else in Europe or the US. So I don't know, I find it a little bit interesting that Cameroon's president, who's been a president for 40 years, Paul Biya, just made a huge reshuffle in his military because of the current situation in Gabon. As soon as the story came out that there has been a coup in Gabon, which the people of Gabon are celebrating and we're happy for them, Paul Biya reshuffled his military and changed people that are in key position because why?
I mean, it's so disheartening to see foreign media reporting about someone that it's sad because that's foreign media reporting about everything that is happening. But you can understand what it takes, right?
I know that not all of you, but I cannot believe some of you are still in support of your 92-year-old president running again. The devil is a liar. Tofia, back to the sender. Number two, 42 years did not teach you anything. What is all these opposition parties that you keep forming, they keep running? Why can't you guys come together and present one front, one face, so you can face Why am I even getting ahead of myself? Ladies and gentlemen, we heard that the 92-year-old president of Cameroon wants to run again in the next presidential election. What? How is that even possible? No, it cannot be. The man is 92. He's been in power for 42 years. How is that not enough? If you are 42 years old, the year you were born was the year that this man became president. The devil is a liar. That means all the Cameroonians below the age of 42 have never known any other president. And look at where Cameroon is after 42 years. But what is now paining me in my heart, inside my Soroko soul, is seeing some Cameroonians. I know that not all of you, but some of you are still saying that they want him to run again.
Philemon Yang is 76 years old. The former Prime Minister of Cameroon says it is their right to call on 91-year-old Paul Biya to run for the presidency.
The head of state is a very intelligent man.
Baba. Daddy, please, whose grandfather is this? Whose father is this? Whose husband is this? Daddy, don't be upset. I'm not abusing you. But I thought they said that you were 76, no be so. Hey, it's 1 month total at the age of 76. You still don't know what is right from what is wrong at the age of 76? The devil is a liar. And it's not the only one, no. Say no maso. They want matching.
This is serious. Because we see a report from all over the world by different reporters, different people trying to say what they know and how they have been doing things. And, in USA, all over the world, our people are still protesting. They are trying to sensitize the world of what is going on. And it happens every single time. When we have protests, you see our people rallying, going to make some noise, okay?
It seems as if that was going to happen. But we are made to understand that Southern Cameroonians, who more often than not are their own enemies, talks towards that direction, got disrupted, and the two options were ultimately slammed on us. But I know that with conviction, we are going to achieve the independence of Southern Cameroon. With action, we are going to achieve the independence of Southern Cameroon. Nobody can stand on the way of this independence. It must ultimately be translated into reality. And
if you know any Cameroonian,
taking it and investing it somewhere else. And even now, when coups are happening and impact, and the youth is scaring these corrupt dictators that have been in that position for so long that they thought that they're untouchable.
He's been in power for over 42 years. He became president in November of 1982. At that time, who was president of the United States? Ronald Reagan. So from 1982 to today, and he's planning to run for re-election. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what is going on in my country, but I don't want to go to my country right now because it is a total chaos.
On souffre comme ça là pourquoi? Alors que nous sommes les Camerounais. On souffre, regardez la route, ça ne donne pas, regardez.
C'est un calvaire. Nous ne savons même plus comment faire ici là. Vraiment, on implore même seulement le ciel parce que là, je ne sais même pas si le gouvernement pense encore à nous. Nous sommes oubliés complètement.
Le chemin de croix s'est accentué avec le retour des pluies. Dans cette mare d'eau, aux allures de piscine olympique sur la chaussée, ce véhicule est pris au piège. Les populations ici ont un sentiment d'abandon.
Une route qui a été livrée en 2004. Nous sommes en 2025. 21 ans plus tard, regardez l'état de la route. On crie tous les jours. Quelqu'un qui va au travail. Maintenant, là, il faut que je rentre. Qu'est-ce que je dis à mon patron? Qu'est-ce que j'explique?
Ici, là, nous allons mourir. Tout à l'heure, nous avons calé, il fallait descendre dans l'eau. Qu'est-ce qu'on va devenir? On devient quoi? Pardon.
Pour avancer, les automobilistes se partagent ce bout de trottoir. Et les piétons, quant à eux, traversent grâce à cette planche de fortune, moyennant quelques pièces de monnaie.
On est obligé de taxer les clients cher. Et les clients n'ont pas d'argent. Nous, les passagers, là, c'est dangereux. Quand la moto passe mal avec toi, là,
les premières intempéries mettent la résilience des populations de Titak à rude épreuve. Et le cauchemar ne fait que commencer.
Challenges in Cameroon that have been going on now for some time. including the violent conflict within Cameroon, kind of civil war. So we've been trying to talk to President Biya about this thing, to say as the African Forum, that's a former heads of state of Africa, to talk to President Biya to say we are ready to assist you, to work with you to solve this conflict. And we haven't gone very far because he's not been very keen to be assisted to address these challenges. So I then talked to, as the Africa Forum were doing this thing, I talked to the Commission of the African Union.
Thabo Mbeki just make some revelations there about how, yes, Thabo Mbeki made some revelations there about how they have tried to resolve the crisis through negotiation. They have talked to Paul Biya, but he has not accepted to their negotiation procedure. Okay, but that notwithstanding, we have seen that Biya is not ready to resolve the crisis. He's not even ready to save the life of the people who are suffering in prison, in refugee camps, in anywhere you are. But think of it, there's a problem going on and someone does not want to resolve it. Okay? And that is the problem with what is going on, right? That's the problem. But when you look at the criteria of things going on, then you can tell that this is something serious. Okay? I'll be right back to talk about that.
L'amitié entre la République populaire de Chine et le Cameroun. Vive son Excellence Paul Biya. Paul Biya.
Aujourd'hui aussi, c'est
oh yeah. Paul Biya. Oh yeah. Paul Biya. Olivier. Vive l'amitié entre la République populaire de Chine et le Cameroun. Vive son Excellence Paul Biya, président de la République, chef de l'État. Paul Biya. Merci Paul Biya pour que le vive le Cameroun, notre cher et beau.
On souffre comme ça là pourquoi? Alors que nous sommes les Camerounais. Hein? On souffre pour regarder la route, ça ne donne pas, regardez.
C'est un calvaire. Nous ne savons même plus comment faire ici, là. Vraiment, on implore même seulement le ciel, parce que là, je ne sais même pas si le gouvernement pense encore à nous. Nous sommes oubliés complètement.
Le chemin de croix s'est accentué avec le retour des pluies. Dans cette mare d'eau, aux allures de piscine olympique sur la chaussée, ce véhicule est pris au piège. Les populations ici ont un sentiment d'abandon.
Une route qui a été livrée en 2004. Nous sommes en 2025. 21 ans plus tard, regardez l'état de la route. On crie tous les jours. Quelqu'un qui va au travail. Maintenant, là, il faut que je rentre. Qu'est-ce que je dis à mon patron? Qu'est-ce que j'explique?
Ici, là, nous allons mourir. Tout à l'heure, nous avons calé. Il fallait descendre dans l'eau. Qu'est-ce qu'on va devenir? On devient quoi? Pardon.
Pour avancer, les automobilistes se partagent ce bout de trottoir. Et les piétons, quant à eux, traversent grâce à cette planche de fortune, moyennant quelques pièces de monnaie.
Wow. You can see, even in Yaoundé, the heart of Yaoundé, they don't have roads. And how do you think, so what year, after 43 years in power, do you think Paul Biya can fix that country? Because it's, sometimes people just think that, you know, but look at the situation. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. And some people don't understand that. And you can just go and be trying to play politics. But this is how politics in that country has led to the chaos and political chaos, the diplomatic chaos. Every side is chaos because of the wrong decisions made by these people who are in power. Just to stay in power, they will do anything possible. Everything possible. Okay? And that is a problem. They don't want to listen to opinion from the diaspora. They say, oh, the diaspora are this, the diaspora are that. They don't want to do none of that. But how is that helping the situation? It's not helping the situation. The situation is getting worse and worse every day. Okay? That's why you see the regime cannot stand anything. Okay? That is the impact. The ongoing humanitarian impact, the international response. They have asked Paul Biya to go to negotiation. He doesn't want to go to negotiation. They have urged Paul Biya to call all the leaders of the Ambazonian to sit in the table. He doesn't want to do that. Okay, so the situation in Cameroon underscores the urgent need for comprehensive political solutions that address historic grievances and promote something that will prevail. Okay, because you cannot have two countries of equal status. One occupies the other one. Okay, it doesn't make sense, and that is why if something is not done, then the people are only going to be fighting and fighting and fighting. Yes, okay, because when the conflict between these two countries started, okay, this was in 2017 when Paul Biya declared war. Okay, the former South African head of state have made it clear that he himself talked to the African Union chairman that they need to resolve this problem. But he said when that guy went to Cameroon and they gave him a red carpet, that's when he knew that that thing will not move. Because the regime is good at bribing and corruption. Okay, that's why African Union has been silent. Okay, forever. So we don't still know what is transpiring, but hopefully we'll get heads up when pressure keep mounting on the regime, and we'll see what will come out from there. Thank you for watching.
Vive l'amitié entre la République populaire de Chine et le Cameroun. Vive son Excellence Paul Biya. Paul Biya. Aujourd'hui aussi, c'est oh yeah. Paul Biya. Oh yeah.
Villages torn, caught in the crossfire. Firing arms echo a deadly desire. Innocent lives caught in the midst. Fleeing homes with nowhere to shift. With sound of war and pain echoing through till the lives in vain.